Hi, everybody, and welcome to episode 25 of Cardano Ecosystem News. My name's Timmy, and I gotta say, we might have our best episode ever for you today. Certainly our best episode of 2022. We have so many updates for you today, and some of them are huge. In fact, our second story today is going to be all about SundaeSwap. It's coming. SundaeSwap is coming on Thursday, January 20th. Just 5 days from now, SundaeSwap will be live. This is not a test net. It will be live on Cardano, the real thing, real money, real tokens. You're going to be able to trade tokens and all kinds of Cardano projects like Pavia and World Mobile and Hosky, as well as just ADA itself. It's a huge accelerant for the Cardano ecosystem. When I made this channel 2 months ago, this was what I was excited about. I was getting ready for this. We'll tell you all about it. We're also going to tell you how you can earn free Sundae tokens. You can actually enjoy the success of SundaeSwap yourself. There's a really easy way for us all to get some SundaeSwap tokens and be part of the project. So that's our second story. First, we're going to be talking about Pavia. And actually, we have a glorious sneak preview of the Pavia Metaverse in 3D. It'll show a few different land parcels of Pavia and a bunch of buildings on those land parcels. And what's really amazing is we can start to see tons of Cardano NFT projects building in Pavia. We'll walk you through some of those that include Cardano Kitchen, Isometric World, Lovelaces, a beautiful like sneaker-based kicks kind of project, and Boss Cat Rocket Club in all its glory in Pavia. It's a huge, huge Pavia update, and we're going to be talking about 4 or 5 projects in this, the first part of our episode today. So that's the plan. Pavia, Cardano Kitchen, Isometric World, Lovelace NFT, Boss Cat Rocket Club, and then SundaeSwap. We hope you enjoy this episode. We hope you can watch until the end. Remember to hit that like and smash subscribe so I don't die. All right. In the words of the great and legendary Army of Spies, let's go. We have a lot to cover in the first half of the episode today, and we're going to do it all based around this image that you see here. This is a glorious image from Pavia. Now, Pavia is Cardano's leading metaverse, and we're big fans of Pavia, always have been. They built this wonderful 3D version of me, and they've just been doing so much stuff. They've always got updates, and it's a nice community. Big fans of Pavia. I will say, this video is not promoted. It's not sponsored by Pavia. This video is not sponsored by anyone. We don't have any promotion. We're just big fans of the project, and we just love what's in this image. We're going to be using this image as a taking off point to talk about 4 or 5 of the projects you see here. This will be our taking off point. You could call this image our launch pad for the first half of the episode. And I want to start by explaining what you're looking at. This is just an early sneak preview of what the Pavia Metaverse could look like. And what you're looking at here are a bunch of land parcels. You can see these square grids. This is like one land parcel here, another one down here, a land parcel here, and these land parcels now have buildings going onto them. The way it works is if you own a land parcel in Pavia, you can build your own 3D house or your own 3D building. You could commission a 3D modeler to build it for you, or if you have those skills, you can build it yourself. And you can put that house or that building onto your land parcel. You can do what you want with your land parcel. And here's an early look at what some of the people are doing with their land parcels so far. Indeed, what some of the projects are doing with their land parcels. And it's so exciting to see all of these Cardano NFT projects coming together on Pavia. And so I want to show you a few of what we're looking at here. This one up in front, Cardano written on the side, I think that's the Cardano Kitchen. Now the Cardano Kitchen is a super creative project where they've got a whole bunch of food related NFTs, and we showed you a video of their concept a couple weeks ago. In fact, this is it here. I'll show it to you one more time. You can see it. I've just got the sound off, but they got this 3D animation here of, you know, this eating area, this diner in the middle, and this kind of like mushroom shaped, I don't know if it's a helicopter landing pad at top. This is Cardano Kitchen. Oh, this is Cardano Kitchen. And I think that might be what we're looking at here. I'm not 100% sure, but I see some relation here with the area in front. And I think that's Cardano Kitchen, and it is glorious. Behind Cardano Kitchen, we have the Lovelaces project. We'll talk about that in a minute. But across the street from Cardano Kitchen, we have this little cute house here. Like, how cool would it be to have this little house in the metaverse? You walk out, you cross the street, and there's Cardano Kitchen. You can get some lunch. And then you can go behind Cardano Kitchen, jump into the Pavia portal, and I think this portal will allow you to travel anywhere in the Pavia Metaverse. It might even allow you to travel to other metaverses like the Sandbox or Decentraland. But I think these portals here will let you travel across the Pavia land itself. And so super cool, like this house concept. I think this house is from a project called Isometric World. So their Twitter feed is at Isometric World with an underscore. Just beautiful landing page here. Look at this profile photo. Nice pool there to cool off. They've got a bunch of other images. It looks like they might be sold out, so that's good to know. But check this kind of wood alpine style of house, and this one more of a modern house, right? 3-level house with a beautiful dipping pool. That looks like some of the houses in Bali. Look at the lighting done here, right? So you can imagine your house being in Pavia with this beautiful lighting at nighttime. They've got an isometric airport. Isometric means the style, the view, right? So you see how we're looking at it kind of down from the sky at an angle, right? Not quite bird's eye view, which would be straight up. This is kind of like at a 45-degree angle looking down. That's an isometric angle, this kind of diagonal angle. So really cool project. Check them out. They're also at isometricworld.eu, it says. And I think that's what this house is here, because they replied and they said, I'm so glad Isometric World was represented. You see that over here on the right. So very, very cool. Love to see Pavia partnering with that project. We talked about Cardano Kitchen a minute ago. Their Twitter feed, I'll just scroll up here. Their Twitter feed, at Cardano Kitchen. So if you want to follow Cardano Kitchen, they're at Cardano Kitchen. They've got a website as well, which goes through all of their different NFTs. I think it's about halfway down. You can see they have a whole system here of legendary and common, and like all these different foods. Lobster linguine, that sounds good. Whole pork, very, very cool. Bacon burger, wow. So that's Cardano Kitchen and Isometric World in front. But let's take a look. What's hiding behind? Well, behind the kitchen it looks to be Ada Lovelaces. It looks to be the Lovelaces CNFT project. Now, I have been looking at this one for a while. This is right up my alley. Their Twitter feed is at Lovelaces NFT. And their website is adalovelaces.com. And they're actually minting right now. They've been minting for a couple weeks. Take a look at these shoes. Take a look at these kicks. What are these called? These sparkles. We put them on our ice creams, right? Look at that beautiful hot pink color. And look at the roughness texture, right? You see this white, how there's like that texture to it, like a little bit of dirt. Just beautiful sneakers. And that's the whole idea with this project. It's sneaker-based NFTs. And you can see some of the other concepts down here. Balorian, Cinder Ada. Look at this one, Inferno. All kinds of different ones. Flare. I love these ones with the glow on them. So they've got very rare, they've got rare, and then they've got more of the common ones. These here are uncommon that we're looking at now, and then common. The common are just kind of on the gray background with the flat color. So there's different rarities, lots of common ones, and I mean, I think even one step up, these uncommon ones are super, super fly. Let me see if I can open the image. Yeah, look at that. This is just an uncommon. It's not rare or anything. It's just an uncommon. Look at this one too. This looks similar to what I bought. I bought two today. I'll show you that in a minute. Oh yeah, I must have bought this one here. This looks like the one I bought. So very, very cool. It's adalovelaces.com. And the reason why I think this is them is because they released a... let me see if I can find it here. In their Discord feed, they released in their announcements channel, they released a building design that they did. Here it is. How amazing is this design? You can see they've got a skate park on the second floor, which is pretty dangerous, but still, beautiful Pavia logo there, basketball court downstairs, really cool elevator to go up to the skate park, or it'd be cool if you could just kind of skate down somehow on like a ramp. Looks like they got like some... movie theater up here on the second floor. Look at this hologram sneaker up on the sky. That's super, super cool. And they're watching a YouTube video. I'd love it if we can watch YouTube videos in Pavia. You know, how cool would it be for Cardano Ecosystem News to be up here on the second level of the Lovelaces building? And on the first level here, they've got a sneaker store. You can see the boxes in there. And actually, their plan is to try and sell their NFTs and maybe even real sneakers. I don't know. But they've said they want to sell their NFTs in Pavia. So you'll be able to shop on the first floor of their Pavia building and buy some of their sneakers. And maybe, yeah, physical apparel is what they're saying they're going to be able to do. 24 hours a day, selling physical apparel, maybe shoes, maybe t-shirts, and NFTs within the building. Wow, super, super cool. You can check out their Twitter where people are showing their kicks. That's the word the kids use for sneakers. So you can see that and just take a look here. If you go to their website, adalovelaces.com, and click the Buy Now button, you'll see one of these shoes here on absolute fire. How beautiful is that? Look at even the laces with that nice metallic shader. This is like one of the best like NFTs I've seen. This one here that we're looking at in terms of visual style. Now I gave it a test. I wanted to see, before I talk about it, make sure it's working. And yeah, I sent 70 ADA for 2 NFTs to this address, and it worked. The sneakers came a few minutes later. I got this one here, which is a common one, but then I got these too, which are uncommon, and I'm super, super happy with these. Look how cool they look. I love the black sole. I think I like the black sole more than the white sole on these. And look at all the colors here. Really beautiful kind of, Miami Nights kind of synth, 1970s, kind of 1980s synthesizer color scheme here. Look at the beautiful laces. Very, very cool. I love that they're called Lovelaces. Now, Ada is named after Ada Lovelace, okay? And so the name here, Lovelaces, is inspired by Ada Lovelace, who is a famous computer scientist. And so the whole project is an homage, is a nod to Ada Lovelace and Ada. So very, very cool. And they're on this Pavia shot, right? That 3D building I showed you, this one here with the skate park and the movie theater is down here. Skate park there, and there's the movie theater. And so the shoe will be up here. Very, very cool. So that's 4 of the projects in the front. Cardano Kitchen, Isometric World. We've got obviously Pavia itself, and then Ada Lovelaces, or just Lovelaces CNFT here in the back. And now, how could we not talk about the centerpiece of this image? The huge, massive, epic Boss Cat Rocket Club launch pad and rocket at the center of this Pavia Metaverse preview. How glorious is it to think about the partnership that we might see between Pavia, which has a launch pad of its own, and the Boss Cat Rocket Club launch pad that we're seeing here. And it makes me wonder, are these one and the same? Is the launch pad that we've seen on the Pavia map all this time somehow related to the Boss Cat Rocket Club? It might be, because what I'm looking at here is a beautiful, glorious rocket on a launch pad, and it's branded BCRC Boss Cat Rocket Club. Now, that's a project that we've shared with you on the channel twice before. We shared it when you were able to mint those cats for, I think, 40 ADA. Right now, they're over like 1,300 ADA. The rocket parts are above 2,000 ADA. So people who watched our episode and were able to get some, they've gotten 100x, sometimes 300x returns on those. And so we're very happy to have been able to share that with you. And today we have a ton of updates on Boss Cat Rocket Club. But the first one is just how amazing is it to think of Boss Cat Rocket Club partnering with Pavia, Cardano's leading metaverse. Super, super cool. And so this prompted me to get caught up on Boss Cat Rocket Club and see what have they been doing since the last time we talked about them on the channel. And so I went over to their website. We've looked at this before, but there's a ton of updates. We want to walk you through them all. The first is they've done a big update to their roadmap on here. And you can see on the right, they've got the Boss Cat rocket parts rocket assembly. So for the last couple weeks, they've been selling these individual rocket parts. They've been selling rocket boosters, rocket fuel tanks, and orbiters. And if you have 3 of these, if you have one of each of these, you're able to, of the same style, you're going to be able to assemble them into a rocket. And if you do that, there's tons and tons of benefits that you will get. And the assembly day is coming. The assembly day is later this week. It's actually January 20th. On January 20th of this week, holders with 3 matching rocket parts will be able to send them in to an assembly wallet and get a fully assembled rocket back in return. And they only released 3,333 rocket parts, so there'll only be 1,111 assembled rockets. And in fact, it's quite likely there could be less, because unless someone gets all 3 of the same color, the same theme, they won't be able to assemble it. So I think for a while there'll be less than 1,000 fully assembled rockets, which is pretty cool. This is a pretty unique, kind of rare thing to go for, to get a fully assembled rocket. and it's all happening January 20th. And so if you don't have your rocket parts yet, but you're interested, take a look. The prices are high, I will say. It's not very accessible right now, but January 20th is when it's happening, and if you have the ADA, you can participate. And if maybe you have some other NFTs, you can trade them and see if you can get 3 matching rocket parts. What else do we know about the what's happening on the 20th? Well, I took a look at their Twitter, and what they've done is they've given a heads up that their next mint is going to be on February 13th. And from what I've been reading, this mint looks like it could be potentially bigger than all the ones they've done so far. They say it themselves here, the February 13th drop, they're calling it the 213 drop or the 213, will be bigger than ever. I'm curious, is 213 an area code? I wonder what city that might be. If anyone knows, drop down in the comments and let me know what area code is 213. It sounds kind of cool. I'm from the 213, don't mess with me. All right, enough of that. So on February 13th, there's going to be a mint that's bigger than ever. They're working with companies bigger than Sandbox to bring something unprecedented to the NFT space. What's going on? They just might be able to do it because so far they've been living up. I mean, they're a very, very large project on Cardano. Now, what we know is on January 20th, we'll be finding out more information about the February 13th drop. So January 20th, I think, is this upcoming Thursday. And so this upcoming Thursday, you're going to be able to assemble your rocket parts, but then you're also going to get more information about the February 13th drop. And there's a lot of really cool things they've said. If you have a fully assembled rocket, you're going to be getting 1 free NFT drop of this 213 mint. So whatever it is they're releasing on February 13th, if you have a fully assembled rocket, you'll be able to get one. As well, there's other ways to get one. If you have 2 boss cats, it doesn't need to be top 1,000. If you have 2 boss cats and 1 rocket part, right, you'll be able to mint 5 of these. You'll be able to get on a white list or a wait list and mint 5 of whatever this new drop will be. If you have only 1 boss cat, it doesn't have to be a top 1,000 one. If you have only 1 boss cat and 2 rocket parts, you'll be able to mint 5 as well. And if you have a fully assembled rocket, you'll be able to mint 5. Now, they said if you have a combination of these, it looks like you'll be able to maybe do more than 5. And so that's pretty cool. We'll cover all of those details as the mint date gets close. But the key right now is to assemble your cats, assemble your rockets, get your rocket parts and cats into an NFT wallet so that you'll be able to participate in this whitelist. And hey, the people that have been able to mint so far have seen like really, really impressive gains. I think all of them are like above, close to 100x right now. So from the mint price. And so very, very impressive. Maybe 50x actually, now that I do the math, maybe 50x, but 50 times is pretty amazing. And so they have a lot of stuff coming. You can also check a look. They've released some sneak peeks of these Vox cats. Now, this is not the February 13th one. Okay, he says this is not what's being minted on February 13th. The February 13th drop will be a game changer. So it sounds like this is going to be something big. But what's really, really cool is he says, think bigger. Think bigger about the February 13th drop. And think bigger is exactly what Pavia said in their previous video, the previous tweet a while ago. And so think bigger is everyone knows, think bigger is Pavia. Pavia has always said, think bigger, I think around the launch pad. And so I really start to wonder if the launch pad on the Pavia map might be the Boss Cat Rocket Club launch pad. They're both using the word think bigger. And geez, if that's true, that's going to be very, very big. But just as a freebie, just as a fun thing, they released this video of these voxel-based Boss Cat. Take a look. They're kind of like, it's a different art style. I think it's pretty cool though. But these are boss cats, right? So it's the clear boss cat theme. He's got a cigar in his mouth, but they're voxel-based art. And in fact, they released another one. I think this one here, maybe with a bit of music. Let's take a look. Very cool. So these are voxel-based boss cats, but what he's saying is some people are just going to get these for free. I think what he said is if you have one of the top 1,000 boss cats, you might just get one of these for free. I'll see if I can find it super quickly. It might be in the 213 whitelist. Yeah, for the limited Vox boss cats, everyone who has a top 1,000 boss cat will be airdropped one for free. That's pretty cool. So if anyone does have one of those high rarity boss cats, you'll get a free Vox free one of these kind of fun voxel-based boss cats just as a bonus. This is unrelated to the February 13th mint. Man, there's so much happening with this project. I almost can't even cover it all. One other thing they announced is that, so full rocket assembly will be happening on Thursday, January the 20th, but they've got this preview of a gold rocket here, kind of spinning in 3D. This is the... Wow, look at the shine. I love that metallic texture. Just very, very high quality Tomcat signature, BCRC branding. And they've said that they want to make a supersized version of this maybe for their first beach party in Bali. Now, we've known for a while that they plan to rent out beach clubs around the world, which would be cool. I hope cats can get in. So that's another thing that they're getting ready for, is to have in-person meetups. So January 20th, a lot of news coming out from the Boss Cat Rocket Club, and also the ability to assemble your rockets. We also have a lot more information around the utility of this project and kind of their roadmap of how they're going to give value to owners of the Boss Cats and the rocket parts and the assembled rockets. And they've really been creative. It's quite unique to this project how they're finding ways so that if you own any of the Boss Cats, or if you own a top 1,000 Boss Cat, or if you own a fully assembled rocket, you can generate passive income. You'll be getting ADA across a whole bunch of different ways. And so what they've said is, twice a year, they're going to be giving away 50%, half of the royalties, divided evenly between the 1,000 rarest Boss Cats and any of the around 1,100 fully assembled rocket parts. And so in total, that's like 2,000 kind of tickets to this 50% Boss Cat Rocket Club royalties. And I think in January so far, we're not even halfway through, but it's above 100,000 ADA in royalties. And so half of that would be 50,000 divided by 2,000. That's already like 26,000. But I actually think by the end of the month, or 26 ADA, by the end of the month, who knows? It's not financial advice, but that could be, maybe we have 150,000 in royalties. And so, maybe we could be looking at getting 15 or 20 ADA every month right now, just for free, just by holding these Boss Cats. But there's a bunch of other stuff. If you do any trades on JPG Store, you're going to be entered for a raffle. And there's something they did here which I really, really like. You can see it on their website by clicking raffle in the top right. And if you go here, you can see that they did a raffle in December. And now the project launched at the end of December, so they didn't have a lot of royalties. In fact, there were only 2,600 ADA in royalties, which means the raffle for 10% should have been for 262 ADA. But the project just threw a whole bunch more ADA onto it. They threw an extra bonus of 2147 ADA. So it should have been 262. They made it 2410. So it's, they threw over 2,000 ADA extra for this raffle. And they did it in a really kind of transparent way where the whole raffle was done on chain. They partnered with Chainlink and they released the smart code, the actual code of their smart contract of how they did the raffle. And you can see it here. There's a link to it on their website. And so the way they did the raffle, the way they selected the random winner is totally transparent, totally in the open. If anyone's like ambitious enough to take a look at the code, you can see it here. And so what they did is they looked at all of the transactions that happened on JPG Store. They got a dump from JPG. They got a dump from the marketplace here of every transaction that happened in the month of December on the marketplace. And they all have an ID, right? An ID here from 1 all the way up to 200 and 253. There might have been a few extra at the end. 253. And then so you can see when they ran their pool, the randomizer, they ran a randomizer on chain. There were 253 total records, and the winning number was 16. And so then they can go back to this list and find number 16, find that transaction, and then find the owner, or actually they can see the wallet address and just give away the money. And so I think it's super, super cool that they did their raffle in a very fair, very transparent way. And, I can't wait to see what it'll be for January. I think I saw in January there's already over 100,000 in the royalty account, and we're not even halfway through the month. So 10% of that would be 10,000 ADA given away in a raffle. They're giving half to the buyer of a transaction and half to the seller. And so it looks like if you go to transaction 16, the buyer would get half and the seller would get half. And so hats off to Boss Cat Rocket Club, for doing it in such a transparent way. You can even see like the buyer's wallet. You can see the transfer here that they did. And so super in the open, really, really good stuff on their raffle. So another thing that the Boss Cat Rocket Club team has been doing is they've got this series of stories called How Boss Cat Rocket Club Changed My Life. And all the owners of these Boss Cats and these rocket parts are sharing about how the project has positively affected them and their families. And there are a lot of like family people here. I was really happy to see, this is a mother of 3 here who, bought this beautiful blue cat. I love the blue cats very early on and is obviously, hopefully actually, I shouldn't say obviously, but hopefully profitable, and I think reading it, she's hopeful that she can turn things around. And so I love to see family members benefiting from Boss Cat Rocket Club. Another husband and a father of 3 on these trippy laser eyes here, different spin on the laser eyes, all kinds of stuff. I was looking at this one, this fellow or this lady was able to buy season tickets to watch their girlfriend dance. I think their girlfriend might be a cheerleader, and so they're able to watch her perform now on a regular basis. This fellow here is a really interesting story. He was just in his car waiting to go to the gym, saw the NFT update show. We're huge fans of DZ and Justin of NFT update, and he saw their show, and that prompted him to buy a Boss Cat Rocket Club. And so now, he's part of the family. A lot of the NFT update people were previously buying, Ethereum NFTs. And since they started to cover this project, a ton of Ethereum people have started to come over to Cardano. And so that's another big story of the Boss Cat Rocket Club. They, and Chilled Kongs to a smaller degree. I think it's really, Boss Cat Rocket Club and NFT Update, the YouTube channel, have really helped us to bring some of these Ethereum NFT holders over. It changed this person's life. Mr. Token looks like he's got a pretty cool seaplane here. Just tons of beautiful stories of how the project has changed their lives. And if we take a look, like this one, just so many retweets, so much community engagement for the Boss Cat Rocket Club. Very, very loyal community, loyal fan base, tons of energy. And here's another example of it. In their Discord, they've got a channel here called BCRC Inc. And this is people that are getting tattoos of Boss Cat Rocket Club. And, at first I was like, well, that's kind of extreme. But actually, the Boss Cat Rocket Club art is actually really, really nice. I mean, I love their logo, right? The main logo here with the skull, you could totally see that being like a really wicked tattoo. In fact, there's a San Francisco club, I think it's a motorcycle club, that has a very similar, it's not exactly like a skeleton in the face, but they've got this cool skull logo. And so, yeah, it's totally cool, like this skull image. I could totally see people wanting to get that tattooed. And so even this one here, this person's got this beautiful like anklet tattoo of BCRC. I love the sparkle. That's a beautiful tattoo. And so, yeah, on one hand, you're like, whoa, they're getting an NFT tattoo, but like actually take a look. Like it actually looks pretty good, right? That looks like a pretty sweet, like general tattoo, even unrelated to the project. And so I'm scrolling up. There's just dozens and dozens, maybe over 100 people. Yeah, I think I'm getting close to 100 people that have gotten Boss Cat Rocket Club tattoos. It just goes on and on. And oh, look at this one with the actual rocket. Very, very cool. Now, I don't have a tattoo myself. I went in there, but they wouldn't do it for me. They said no cats. Oh, look at this tattoo with the blue skull. This might be my favorite. Way to go. They wouldn't let me get one, but we'll see. Maybe we'll find a place. Maybe if I make it to Bali for the Boss Cat Rocket Club beach party, maybe someone there will tattoo Timmy. I might be interested. We'll see. We own a couple Boss Cats. I own 2 Boss Cats right now, and so yeah, we'll see. The main story here is loyal community, huge community, and bringing in a lot of Ethereum people. Now, the last update I have for you on Boss Cat Rocket Club today is a quick look at their Hall of Fame. And now this is actually a bunch of celebrities, some pretty big celebrities, joining the Boss Cat Rocket Club. They've purchased Boss Cat Rocket Club NFTs and have shared that all across their social media. And this is bringing tons of people into Cardano and Cardano NFTs. And so even if you're not a big NFT fan, the fact that thousands of people are learning about Cardano through the Boss Cat Rocket Club is pretty cool. And one of the first ones that joined here was Baron Davis. Now, Baron Davis is a legendary NBA basketball player, and he joined very early on, was one of the first kind of celebrities to jump onto the project. And very early on, he posted it on his Twitter feed. If you're a basketball fan, you know Baron Davis. I took a look at his highlight reel on YouTube. Absolutely legendary. Big, huge shout out to Baron Davis. He's helped Boss Cat Rocket Club but he's helped Cardano overall. We got to be fair. Another one was this Asian band, 911. Very, very famous in Malaysia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and actually other parts of Asia. I was in Indonesia, and I remember some people talking about 911. Some of their videos have over 180 million views. And so when they posted this image of their boss cat here on their Twitter feed, with 300,000 followers, people take notice. And now people in Asia start talking about, okay, how do I get a Boss Cat Rocket Club? Oh, I need NFT. I need to create a Cardano wallet. Or what's Cardano? Okay, let's get into Cardano. Goodbye, Ethereum. Hello, Cardano. Hello, Boss Cat Rocket Club via 911. Okay, they've got a link to one of their videos here if you want to check out Under Lover by 911. After that, Eric Bobo. Now, I'm a big fan of Eric Bobo. Eric Bobo was part of Beastie Boys. Everyone knows the Beastie Boys. And then Cypress Hill and Prophets of Rage. Cypress Hill, another band that I'm a big, big fan of. His video has over 100 million views. And he changed his profile photo on Twitter to his boss cat. How cool is that? Everyone knows Cypress Hill. Insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. Yes, as the great Cypress Hill said, he was a percussionist with Beastie Boys and Cypress Hill. So Eric Bobo, this is a huge, huge celebrity, replacing his profile photo with a Boss Cat Rocket Club profile photo. Mainstream, right? This is mainstream people learning about Cardano as a result. And then the Island Boys. Now, this was a new one. This was a new one for me, but they have a song called Island Boys, and they released this video here just for Boss Cat Rocket Club, giving a shout out to the project, and they own the project now as well, and they have a huge, huge following. It says here 4.3 billion views. 4.3 billion with a B views on TikTok. And now on their TikTok feed is this video here which talks all about Boss Cat Rocket Club and Blue Magic, who is one of the founders of Boss Cat Rocket Club. Some people might say the founder right now, but there's a whole team around him. And so huge, huge shout out from the Island Boys there for Boss Cat Rocket Club. And so these celebrity endorsements are bringing a ton of eyes and excitement to Cardano NFTs and Cardano. And you guys have seen it. Right now, there's this huge shift happening on Twitter where all kinds of people are like, I heard something. Should I maybe buy Cardano NFTs, right? There's a buzz in the air. Should I buy Cardano NFTs? I think this is a big, big reason for why that's happening. You'll also might have seen the Twitter poll by Vitalik earlier this week. Actually, let me see if I can maybe bring that up. Let's go to Twitter and go to Vitalik. I should have prepared this ahead of time, but let's do it now. This is the creator of Ethereum, one of the creators of Ethereum, and he released a poll a couple days ago asking, if in 5 years all of the online traffic was done in a currency other than Ethereum, what would you want it to be? Here it is. He says, you wake up in 2035, so 13 years from now, and 80% of transactions are not done in ETH. Which would you prefer it to be? And the winner was ADA. Cardano ADA beat out Bitcoin, you beat out US dollars, and beat out Solana, which is, be careful with Solana. It looks like it's all venture capital money. I'd be nervous to hold that right now. Not financial advice, but 801, which is what we want to see. And I think Boss Cat Rocket Club and this kind of celebrity endorsements that they've been getting is a big reason for that. So we're fans of Boss Cat Rocket Club, big fans of them on the channel. Glad to see that they're partnering with Pavia here. And this word, right? Think bigger from Pavia and think bigger from Boss Cat Rocket Club. Makes me wonder if maybe the launch pad on the Pavia map, let's actually show that to you as well. Should have gotten that ready ahead of time as well. But let's take a look at the Pavia map here. You might remember there's this launch pad over here. You can see on the left here of my screen how it says launch pad. Well, that's really, really interesting. Is that launch pad the same as this Boss Cat Rocket Club launch pad? Both projects keep reminding us to think bigger. There's something going on here, and I am excited. And now, it's happening! The SundaeSwap Decentralized Exchange is launching on Cardano. Now, this is one of the leading exchanges on Cardano. We've been following SundaeSwap for a while. There's tons of anticipation for this DEX, this decentralized exchange, to launch. It's going to let you trade tokens in a whole bunch of Cardano projects. You'll be able to trade Pavia token, World Mobile token. You'll be able to trade Hosky tokens, all of these back and forth. You'll be able to trade them for ADA back and forth as well. It's going to be glorious. It's going to be amazing. We've all been waiting for this. This is a momentous day for Cardano. This will accelerate Cardano dApp adoption. This is our Uniswap, okay? MuesliSwap has actually been doing really, really well. We're fans of MuesliSwap. They're very useful for prices. They've got charts there. Hats off to MuesliSwap for handling our DEX needs so far. But SundaeSwap is one we're very, very excited about as well. And it's happening this Thursday. Thursday, January 20th, they're going live. They wrote it here. Thursday, January 20th. This is their Twitter feed at SundaeSwap on Twitter. Just a beautiful tweet here and a link to a Medium article telling you all about it. So it happens on Thursday, January 20th. Now, there's some important things to know. On that day, you're going to be able to use the Decentralized Exchange. And that's probably the biggest news. Besides the staking rewards and all that, you're going to be able to swap tokens. And that is big, big news. At the same time, you're going to be able to earn Sunday tokens. Now, a lot of you, myself included, have been asking, how can we get Sunday tokens? Sunday is going to be a new token on Cardano. Just like we have Pavia token, World Mobile token, Hosky token, all these different tokens we can buy and trade on Cardano via MuesliSwap. Well, Sunday is going to have their own token. And if you want to support Sunday, if you think Sunday is going to do well, not financial advice, but you might want to get some Sunday tokens. And the way to get these is to actually change who you're delegating your ADA to. And they actually have a list here of some of the scoopers, some of the stake pools that they're partnered with. And so you can find their Medium article. It links to this list of ISO scoopers. And there's a whole list. If you scroll down here, you can see the ticker symbols, kind of the name of the staking pools that are partnered with SundaeSwap. And if you stake with them, you'll be able to get free Sunday tokens. So that's pretty cool, kind of like a bonus for staking with those stake pools. Now that's only going to last for 25 days. It's going to last for 5 epochs. And it actually shows you on the calendar, it goes from January 25th until February 14th. And so you're going to want to stake with those pools during that time, and every 5 days you're going to get free Sunday tokens. At the end of those 5 days, it might be good to consider staking to a different pool. Now, a lot of people have been staking ahead of time to these 30 pools, and it's actually not very good for the Cardano network, just because if everybody's staking to only 30 pools, it affects our decentralization. And so consider on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, on Valentine's Day, consider maybe staking to a different pool, maybe one of the smaller pools. But for now, before Tuesday, January 25th, make sure you're staked to one of these 30 pools listed in this article. You're going to want to stake to those for 25 days. So they say make sure you're staked there before 9:45 p.m. UTC time on January 25th. So that's actually January 24th for many people in North America, maybe early on the 25th, late on the 24th. So be careful. Make sure you're staked ahead of January 25th to one of those 30 pools. And what will happen is every 5 days, you're going to earn rewards. And exactly when the rewards get airdropped, exactly when the Sunday tokens arrive in your wallet will be unsure, but based on staking during this period, during these 25 days, you're going to earn them. And so that's the super important thing. Check out the Medium article. They explain it really well, maybe better than I am right now. There's a bunch of stuff that's going to be happening on the 20th, on Thursday when it goes live. There's going to be yield farming and liquidity pools, which is another way to get Sunday tokens. Maybe we'll cover that a little bit later. One important thing is, a couple weeks ago, we explained the Sunday taste test to you. And this was a way that Sunday, the company, the team, was going to use to price the Sunday token. The question was, like, how much should Sunday be worth the day it launches? They had a really cool way to do that, but those smart contracts need a bit more time. They're kind of working, but they haven't been audited. They were not reviewed by a third party. And so for that reason, they're just going to wait. They're not going to use them right now. They're going to launch their DEX without that. And so they're probably going to just use market pricing. And so we'll just see the market will reach some kind of equilibrium on the Sunday token, and that'll be the price of the token. So a bit of a change there. No taste test for the Sunday token. It might become available for other projects, they say, that choose to launch on SundaeSwap. But for now, it's just going to be, it looks like your regular market pricing. So they're calling it a beta just because, they don't have the governance yet. So they don't have voting where you and I can control SundaeSwap's feature. That's not available yet. So they're calling this a beta. But also they've given a heads up that for the first few weeks, we expect it to be a little bit slow. Okay, so hopefully the user interface won't be slow. It'll be fast. But the time it takes for your transaction to finish could be slow. In fact, they say it might take hours or even days to process your transaction during the first few weeks. And now part of this is because we know so many people are going to be like storming to this DEX, storming to SundaeSwap to check it out. But after time, use will kind of normalize, and it'll just be people who really want to use it. But they also say that the Cardano team is going to continue making adjustments to the network parameters. And so as Cardano and Input Output Global, as Charles Hoskinson's team tweaks the values of Cardano, they make the block sizes larger, and they tweak other things, then SundaeSwap will perform faster and your transactions will complete faster. So just a heads up here that for the first few weeks, you might try and swap and it won't be done for a few hours or maybe even a few days, but you can cancel at any time. And so if you try to do a swap and it's taking too long, you can cancel it and you can get your tokens back, whatever they were. So it's going to be a little interesting start. Don't be surprised if there's a lot of bad social media posts on Twitter. There's probably going to be a lot of Ethereum and Solana people laughing at Cardano, laughing at SundaeSwap. But just wait a few more weeks and we'll see who's the last cat laughing. We'll see who's the last cat laughing. I am super excited about this. Make sure you're staked to one of these 30 pools before 9:45 p.m. on the 25th UTC time. Stay there for 25 days, and then look for a different pool after that, I think. Super cool. Check out this Medium article from SundaeSwap. Check out their Twitter feed. This is big news. This is one of the biggest news of 2022 so far for Cardano. It might be one of the biggest pieces of news for the first year of Cardano in 2022, the first 6 months at least. This is a big deal. So that's our show for today. Huge updates from Pavia and a bunch of projects on Pavia. We told you about Cardano Kitchen, about Isometric World, Lovelace sneaker project. We gave you a bunch of updates on Boss Cat Rocket Club and this glorious update from SundaeSwap. They're launching on Saturday, just a few days. I'm not going to be able to sleep this week. Very, very cool. We hope you like the show, and we'll see you in our next episode. Meow.